I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back.
I'ma be the best that you never had.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had.
Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. 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 Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had. I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had.
Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me.
Cause I was down for it. Cause I was down for it. Down for it. Down for your love. Cause I was down for it. Oh, down for your love. Cause I was down, down, down. Cause I was down, 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 down.
Two step, then I bring it right back.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best
That you never had.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had. I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had.
Oh, it hurts more than a little. Never felt the pain that I'm feeling now. If I could only get to the middle of this tornado. I've done my share of crying. I know that there ain't no denying. I'm leaning on a bow that's about to break. But even when it's chaos all around, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Even when it's chaos all around, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Now, now, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Now, now.
All right, there we are, Kinsman.
Here we are.
All
Yes.
right.
We're
Could you hear us?
outside Studio 67. We're at Hollinger Park here.
Yeah.
And again, we've got the fine crew from the Alzheimer Society of Timmins. And yes, we are ready to, get set for the big walk, the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's. And we thought, why not make it a little bit challenging with the gale force winds here tonight?
So the question is, some of us have been working all day making sure the sound sounds good.
Some of us,
so
that would be you.
Well, hey, if you want to put it that way, Tracy. Yeah. I don't like to brag, But we hope it sounds good. Obviously, it's windy.
People can hear us, I guess. Hello, beautiful weather.
Hello,
beautiful
hello.
weather, that's right.
We're not blowing everything over. No, everything's good there.
It's
hello,
freezing.
Chris Costigan. Picked up last night's big winner. Dropped off his prize earlier today.
Yeah, that's it. So we have an amazing day coming up this Saturday.
We do. Saturday.
Yeah.
IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's at Hollinger Park. So we are here just to kind of get a feel for the location and see where we want to set things up. I'm here with Roxanne. So Roxanne is our public education coordinator, and she also does our social recreation. And Isaac is our marketing and communications specialist, and he just started with us not that long ago. So, and you all know me, Tracy, who talks all the time. So
except for the big walk.
When Tracy mentioned probably a little while ago, we're going to do an outside show 7:00. When it was 30 degrees, you think, well, that's not too bad.
It's going to be awesome.
A little bit of exercise, some sun, and then the weather changed.
Yeah, and the weather is supposed to be interesting maybe on Saturday as well.
So we did buy, for all three sites, we bought 300 rain ponchos just in case. We're walking rain or shine. Thunderstorms, it'll be canceled, but rain or shine, we're walking. And so hopefully it warms up. Because it's really cold.
And the wind dies down.
Yeah, that breeze is pretty stiff here tonight.
Yeah. So I want to focus on this. There's lots of great comments also. And it's a little tighter because we're using Kinsman's small phone here. But great thing to do. My dad passed away from dementia. This isn't just about, the individuals who are currently have Alzheimer's dementia, but it's also supporting the families and recognizing loved ones that have left us.
100%. And really, like we've talked before, the goal of our organization and the work that our organization does is to support the families specifically who are supporting someone who's living with dementia. And so by coming out to the walk, you're supporting those people. There's going to be lots of caregivers here. Lots of clients are coming out, and they're going to be taking part in the day as well. And it's going to be a really beautiful day. It always is very beautiful and very moving. We have pets are welcome. So we do have about 10
friendly walk.
10 dog bandanas that are going to be available for a $20 donation. And so there'll be a few animals here that will be able to take part as well. And looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we're seeing some very beautiful comments. Julie recognizes her grandma who passed away from dementia, Monique, in memory of her mom who had Alzheimer's. It's a beautiful way to recognize them. And I love, you see the signs and you talk to the people there about their different tributes.
We have a little a trivia that we're going to put around the trails as well. So some different myths and facts. And, often people are surprised when they read those the first time, what they think is not maybe that accurate. And, one of the things people ask all the time, well, I have it in my family. Does that mean that I'm going to get it? And that's only a 5% of the actual diagnosis that are familial. So it's pretty low. So that is a common question.
The unknown could be scary. And this, Mark and I were talking, this is one of the amazing things that the Alzheimer Society does, not just support individuals and families, it's the education piece.
That's right. And that's actually what Roxanne does. So Roxanne goes out and she provides presentations to, can be schools, it can be businesses, even like Cadence residents in Cochrane. They have her coming in regularly to work with their older adults that live there in retirement. And
we will also have a booth available at the walk with all that information. So Caroline Carrier, our First Link navigator, will be available for any questions that anybody may have or information. And everyone's cards will be available as well. So don't be shy to pop in and come say hi to Caroline. And she can give you all the information you need.
And again, you don't have to, let's say you don't have a team, just show up and support a team. and just show up and just come out for the walk.
Yeah. And we'll have coffee. So we'll have coffee and Timbits in the morning. We also have a barbecue. So Home Depot, Alan from Home Depot and some buddies of his from Fountain Tire are doing a great barbecue for us. So burgers and sausages this year.
Always a big
and
treat.
that's a donation-based barbecue. But we always have little refreshments too from the office after. So yeah, we're going to feed you and we're going to have some fun and we're going to play some games. And I can't give away all the secrets.
No, you got to get here for all the secrets. And again, registration is 10 a.m. The official walk at 11. And again, you can walk, run, you can bring your bikes. And again, you just heard, you can bring your pets
here, but you can definitely bring your
your walker.
You can bring your walker. Walkers.
KINZ's always trying the fastest.
Your cane. Your canes and walkers are welcome.
Yeah. Well, and I want to recognize these two. I know I'm off camera here, but I'm letting the stars take the camera. Monique says again, it says it's hereditary, so I'll likely get it. And let me just scroll down. Carm says very, very, very scary for my family. We often wonder. So I strongly assume that Carm, Monique, and anyone else that has questions, concerns, scary is a very reasonable feeling. Yeah. They can reach out to you folks.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And even to come down here when we have the walk is kind of less intimidating than walking into our office because we're outside and it's going to be beautiful and the sun's going to be shining. So we'll all be calm and relaxed and, just come and even pick up a card and send Caroline an email. That's what you can do as well. But we really want people to come and ask those hard questions. And, for Monique who says that it's in her family. And so even if it's in your family, it's only a small portion of people, depending on your genetic makeup, that would be more susceptible. But there are things that you can do to either put it off or even prevent you getting it from, and walking is one of those things, being social like we're doing right now, eating well, moderating alcohol and drug use and just really keeping your brain healthy. So those are just a small bit of the things that you can do.
Wow.
So should we walk?
I have an activity.
We have an activity.
Yeah. So we're going to get the two of you. So we want the two of you to be on screen.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you.
We could do that, kids.
Yes,
You're watching.
So
come up a little bit.
I'm going to give the guys a shoelace.
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do, you can each have a shoelace. I want you to tie the shoelace around your wrist.
Okay.
Tie it around our wrist?
Yeah. You can't use your arm to bend it on, and you have to tie it in a bow.
Oh, Jesus.
You're not even showing the camera there, kids.
No.
This is a visual. This is an internet show, a visual medium. So tie it, yeah.
It has to be in a bow, like with your rabbit's ears.
A bow with a rabbit ear, okay.
Like you would do on your shoe.
Do you tie it in a knot? Do you tie it in a bow? Can you? This is hard.
This is hard.
Can you throw it over here?
No.
You're getting there.
No.
Slowly.
I hope I do it and you don't. Hold on.
Just a little competition.
Yeah. You know us very well, Tracy.
Okay, so let's take a pause.
Let's just say
let's take a pause. Okay, take it off.
Okay.
Take it off.
Right.
Okay, so Mark, can you put Jamie's on for him?
Put mine on there, Kinsman.
All right, you're right.
It's about time he does something for me, Tracy. I like this.
All right. I know.
And now we
like little rabbit ears.
We're gonna find out if you know
little
how to
rabbit ears. There we
tie a bow.
Yeah, there you go. Hang on.
All
right, and so now Jamie, put yours on Mark.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna tighten that so tight.
Be kind.
I will. I'm always kind. I have a little bit of a different style, but it ends the same.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so my question to you was it easier to do it yourself or to have help?
To have help.
Oh, yeah, 1,000% to have help.
100%. 1,000%.
So what do you think that would signify for our services and for families that are living with dementia?
You're that extra help in hand.
And you don't need to go at it alone.
You can't go at it alone.
Yeah.
No.
Right. So sometimes when we do this in a large group, we will give those out. And there's usually at least one or two people that ask the person beside them, can you help me? And they take that initiative. But a lot of people don't want to ask for help. And there's a lot of stigma associated with dementia. There's a lot of fear associated with dementia. And just that, you now will have in your mind how much easier it is when you ask somebody for help. And we want our people who are coming, who they're engaged now. We want people who are coming to realize that there's lots of people that can help you, and it might be your friends and it might be your neighbors. And when your neighbor says, can I bring something for you? Can I bring a meal? It's okay to say yes. And asking for help and accepting help when it's offered is really important.
Yeah,
and
sure
so
is.
that whether that's us or other services, so that's just an object lesson for that. So
It's a great exercise.
lesson, that's right.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't need to go at it alone there, Kinsman.
You don't.
I got your back.
I'm going to tie your shoes now
on the weekends. No, don't call me on the weekends. No.
together,
Yeah.
he's wearing them.
All right.
That's it.
So you want to go for a walk?
Well, let's go for a walk.
Yeah. So let
and
me
see what's going to happen here.
let me flip this over. I apologize for the long
the
view of me
close-up
there,
face.
Kinsman.
There we go.
No one wants to see that, but hello.
So we have a couple of options when we're walking.
Okay.
You can do the smaller loop, which is just about a 0.4 of a kilometer, or you can do the bigger loop, which goes down by the playground, and that's about a 0.7 of a kilometer.
Perfect.
So the actual loop around will be twice of the big loop, and then the walk will be done. But people can walk at their own pace. They can just do the short one if they wish. They can just walk over here and up to the little statue in the middle and come back. So we will have different games that our day program staff are bringing. So there will be things for people to do. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful
Yeah,
Saturday.
so
It's gonna
like
be a
at the
beautiful
end, there's
Saturday.
no pressure. Even if you haven't walked in,
That's right.
in years, this isn't the race. It's not a competition.
Right.
It's
And you don't even have to actually walk. You can just come and hang out and talk
Yeah.
to people and talk to the staff and see what's happening. We do have a little in memoriam takeaway for people to bring with them, and that will be given at the end of the walk. And we have, speaking of sponsors, you guys are very familiar with sponsorship.
Mhm.
This year has been unbelievable for us for sponsorship. We have Newmont has sponsored a gold sponsor. Schumacher Lions Club is a gold sponsor. Kia is a gold sponsor. Pedersen Concrete or Construction. Construction in Temiskaming is a gold sponsor. Agnico Gold is a gold sponsor. And then we have a few bronze sponsors as well. Actually, Bullion, is that how I say it? Bullion Medical is also a gold sponsor. So that's 6,000 in our top sponsorships just to begin with.
oh wow.
And then Dr. Loretto is a bronze sponsor. And Jiffy Lube or Speedy Lube is a bronze sponsor as well. And so it's really been, we've never had that before. We've never had that kind of community support in dollar donations. And then to even top that off, we've had so many prizes from out our whole region. Like you can't even imagine the list of names that I'm going to be rhyming off on Saturday. We have over $3,500 in sponsors of items.
Wow.
And those are going in 3 big, huge, beautiful baskets for the top fundraiser for each site. So it's over $1,100 per each basket. So
Community love.
Community support.
yeah, above and beyond
Tenfold.
our wildest expectations. Yeah.
Wow.
So even this year, so far, I just checked with Isaac before we came out, we've already raised almost 20,000 online for our 3 sites. And last year, our total for all 3 sites was like 12,000.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is huge. Well,
Yeah. So
You still have the walk to go.
and we still have the walk to go. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that come down, and a lot of the people that watch you will know about it, and friends and family of everybody that we know. So yeah, we're excited.
It's
So,
gonna be a good day.
well, we have a question here from Sandra. It's going to be a Tracy question.
Okay.
Hello, folks.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it
Roxanne
going
and
over
Isaac?
there?
Yeah, well,
That's right.
Yeah.
So Sandra would like to know, how she can join the walk.
So Sandra, you can. I'll come in front just so she's not
Yeah.
talking to a trail. Sandra, you can just come if you want. You can join online if you want to register online actually to walk and to donate. Some of the staff might be online, and maybe somebody will put the link for that in the chat. They can do that, but you can also just come right on down. We'll take your name and number, and you can make a donation and take part. You can even come if you can't afford it. We don't want that to be a barrier.
Yeah.
Come down, get information, take part in the walk. It's really about being social and staying together.
And she replied back, said, "Wow, that's amazing."
Yeah.
And it is amazing. All right,
It
kids.
sure is.
I got to hold the camera, but you can get up there and walk with the crew.
Walk
Well,
fast.
let's walk over this way.
Do you want to hold it?
Here.
Now
There we go.
we got
Now
to
we can
stay
both walk.
relatively close with the mics because of the wind. But
Actually, I'll give it to Isaac because
Oh,
he is
Isaac,
our marketing
yeah.
specialist.
Come on,
There he
come on
is.
up there,
He's
Isaac.
our camera
There we go.
specialist tonight.
The last year you tried to sprint and beat me. This year we're gonna relax
Well,
and
you're
enjoy
making fun
ourselves.
of my shoes here. These shoes could outshoe yours. Here.
Well,
I've got
I
I've
don't
got
know.
perfect walking shoes.
So
here
the nice thing about walking here is the trail is more accessible, which is really the whole reason why we moved it from Gillies Lake. Gillies Lake is beautiful, and it's a nice loop around, and you can do it once. It's 2.5 kilometers. But some people couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so just for the accessibility piece, we thought this is a little bit better. We do have the pavilion. So if it is spitting or whatever, all of the registration will actually be under the pavilion.
Okay, just in
So
case.
when people come in, just come on all the way down by the batting cages and find your spot to park and come on over and see us.
Yeah,
All right.
you're right.
It's going to be a great day.
It
for
is.
sure.
It is a lot more accessible, and
Yeah.
And the nice thing about it, people driving by also will see all the blue.
That's right.
And maybe want to pull in and find out what's going on.
That's right. Yeah. And just that visibility piece is really important. You know, we want people to feel comfortable that they can come and talk to us about anything. And, you know, that's my personal motto, that there's no topic that's off limits. And so we help families who the caregiver is very burnt out and who's, you know, struggling with their reason for living and, you know, their own mental health. And we support them, and we support all the way down to some kids. And so we've had a couple of kids who their mom actually had Alzheimer's disease and supported that family as well. And every age in between and every type of family situation in between, kids that live far and kids that live close. And so, you know, we just try to do everything that we can to help people.
And you mentioned like a word that struck out to me there, like burnt out. And that sometimes when you get burnt, you feel guilty when you're caring for someone.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, it's absolutely normal.
Yeah.
And if you don't use resources and you sort of hold that in, at least us as guys, we sort of, you know, but now communicating and finding resources and finding assistance.
And, you know,
it
can be as small as you getting up in the morning and sitting by yourself in a sun puddle. So that's what I call it, when the sun beams into your house and it shines on a chair. You sit in a sun puddle or on your porch and you have your first coffee or your first tea and you're all by yourself and you just feel that peace. That's a glimmer. That's something that will get you through the rest of the morning. And just finding those little moments, you know, if you're a TikTok person, watch TikTok or Instagram for 5 minutes and follow videos that make you laugh, because laughter is really important. Or have a quick coffee with a friend. You know, when I said, somebody says, hey, do you want to go for coffee? If you can make it, go. Somebody will sit with your loved one. I'm sure everyone has said, I'll watch them for you if you need a break.
Yeah, if you need a bit of a time
you have to take that, and you know, trying to sleep for yourself. So if your loved one is somebody who's going to wander or has the potential to wander, make your house safe so that you can sleep, so that you know that they are not going to get out while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways that you can do that, and we have the ability and the links to help you with those sorts of things too.
Wow. Such a great, you know, just a beautiful service.
Yeah.
That is offered that a lot of people don't realize is
right.
there.
And it's free.
You know, and it is all free.
The only program that costs is our adult day program, and that's because we provide the meals and like different consumable resources. But the staff is paid for, the space and rent and all of that is included in our expenses. So it's just the consumables, and we will keep it at $20 a day for as long as possible. You know, so if groceries go up, we'll figure it out. We have people that donate and help out with our day program, and so that's where the money goes. And you know, every dollar raised local stays local. So it's raised in Cap here and in Temiskaming, all stays to support our society.
In our local municipalities.
Yep. Yeah, in our society, and helps making sure that we get out to where we need to go. And
Carm says, I was my dad's caregiver for a year before we had to place him in a home. It was hard, but I would do it all over again.
Yeah, and that's a great comment. You know, it's very rewarding for anybody who's a caregiver. It has ups and downs, right? It has those days where everything's great and you feel all the love that you're giving to them. And then there's days where you're tired and you're exhausted and you want to sleep and you want to pull out your hair, and that's normal. You're not a bad person for having those feelings. So thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to point out, I know I'm not on camera.
Come on in.
I just want to point out that the link for the caregivers to be able to meet together and kind of bounce ideas off each other and vent, and if you need to take each other's numbers, and eventually you'll see by just coming and just taking that day to just come out and meet these other caregivers that are also in the same position as you and want to help and might have tips and tricks that can help at the end of the day, and you might find yourself, you know, learning a couple things.
Even your social rec program, right, Roxy? So Roxanne does a mall walk. So they go to the Timmins Mall and they walk, caregiver and person that they're caring for, and they have a different time. So Roxy's creating these better moments and special moments with this couple together who might have a lot of stress otherwise. And so she's able to bring a sense of normalcy. It's normal to go to the mall and walk the mall. It's normal to be able to go to a restaurant. We are looking at doing hopefully a diners club in the near future.
Yeah.
And
What a great idea.
Yeah, they'll be able to go out for dinner as a couple, which people did, but with other families who are also living with the same thing. So you're not feeling embarrassed if somebody says something that's a little bit off topic.
And when I go,
and a judge-free zone.
That's
too.
right.
No-
yeah,
no
and
one's
when I
judging
go, I'm not like branded the Alzheimer Society. When I go, I'm your friend. Someone asks who I am, I'm your friend. Like, I am not anybody different. We are just going there to interact, to have great conversation, and to just give that caregiver a break sometimes, even if it's for during the walk. That caregiver has time to have a coffee and just talk and vent and let it out. So it's
That's great.
Sean, say hello, Sean. He has a great comment, and I would love to know the answer to this also.
Okay, what is it?
He says Alzheimer's is different from dementia. My dad has the latter.
Okay, so dementia is the umbrella term for memory loss that affects your day-to-day living. So that might mean that you lose words or you might forget what items are. That's the broad term is dementia. Alzheimer's disease is one type of dementia, and there's over 100 different types of dementia. There's Alzheimer's disease, there's Lewy body disease, there's
Parkinson's disease.
what did you say?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's and
Huntington's. Yeah.
and those are all have dementia, so memory loss that affects day-to-day living caused by something that the disease has markers for. So Alzheimer's disease accounts for about 60% of dementia. A lot of doctors just say they have dementia, so they don't get too deep into a specific diagnosis. And part of that is because Alzheimer's disease historically is only diagnosed definitively after someone's passed away through an autopsy, so they can see what's in the brain. And otherwise, it's kind of a process of elimination. They are getting better at testing, and there's other scans. They can do a PET scan and things now where you can see different things in the brain. Mm-hmm. But historically, that is how it was diagnosed. And so, also sometimes, there's people. If I was a doctor and I said, okay, well, you have Alzheimer's disease, people are really scared of that. But if I just said you have dementia, maybe it's a little less scary. So for us, they're both words that we use, but they're not the exact same thing.
Tracy asks, what do you say to your loved one with dementia when they repeatedly say that they don't want to live anymore? What is the best way to handle this?
Tough question. And thank you for asking that. And sometimes you might be able to say, you know what, we are having a really rough day today. So you're validating their feelings and then trying to redirect them onto something else. Or you can even say, what was the best day that you've had in your life? And bringing them back to a memory that is something that's positive or that they can remember, or even getting out a photo album and reminiscing with them about times when they, if they had children, when their kids were young, or a great fishing trip when, they caught the fish that was this big. But it really was this big. And so there are different ways that we can assist with some redirection, but that's a really hard conversation to have. Ideally, we would like families to reach out to us earlier on so that we can give them the tools to know what will happen at that point, and to do, a living will, like what is your family's plan for when this gets later on in the disease? Do you want intervention or don't you? And that's an important conversation to have. So
very good.
And again, all the resources and all the accessibility is right there.
Yeah. My nose is running, just going to put it out there. My nose is running from the wind.
Did you want to walk a little bit, or?
Well, I think it's hard to walk and talk.
It's hard to walk and talk.
We can walk backwards.
We can walk backwards. There we go. Crystal says she's laughing because we're not flying away.
No.
Right? And I'm not holding you.
And no, like the cartoon, yeah. And Sandra said, too bad I didn't find out about this before it's too late to register to collect funds for the walk on Saturday. So Sandra, what Tracy was mentioning, of course, a big part of it is raising funds to support individuals and families. But if funds aren't in your wheelhouse, and that's something you can't do, come on out.
And just support.
Yeah.
And if time is what is a concern, we had somebody last year.
Yep.
What was
the day of?
The day of. He managed to raise $1,000 by posting his donation page online.
Wow.
And everyone came forward and made this gentleman the top
Set in some
Yeah.
new
the top
In the last
fundraiser
5
in the
minutes,
end.
yeah.
Yeah. So just know, like, even if
Yeah.
you haven't yet registered, that it's not too late. If you post it online, send the donation sheet to your friends, the people you know that will support if that's what you need, or just show up the day of and come and join us for the day.
Because
That's right.
the important thing for us is this is awareness, it's visibility. And dementia, like other brain health issues like autism and ADHD, are invisible brain issues. And you might look at somebody who has dementia and you think there's nothing wrong with them. And that's why it takes also so long for there to be a diagnosis sometimes, because they appear normal. They're doing normal things. They're going through the regular routine that they always did. But that routine is usually very embedded in somebody's personality. And so it takes an astute care partner or somebody who's noticing like something really off that will notice that, okay, maybe we need to get checked out. But if you saw your buddy and your buddy had dementia and you saw him for 5 minutes, you might not even know that they have dementia.
That they're having any signs or symptoms.
That's right. And so for us being here and being visible, it just brings awareness to the disease. And, you know, for Sandra, if you just want to come and introduce yourself, we'd love to have you. And just you being here in physical body will support the care partners who are going to be here.
That is the support you need.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't need,
That's right.
if you have no money, you don't need any money to come
And
down.
like here, I need Mark to stand to block the wind.
Not
to
blocking
keep
the
me warm.
wind.
So we need each
That's it.
other.
I need you to come over here.
Yeah.
You can walk.
Yeah, pretty windy here.
So, Sandra, pardon me, Pat Miller says, so glad you shared how to talk to a loved one who has the disease. My dad had it before he passed, and the toughest part was he forgot my mom passed and would repeatedly ask for her.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult
That's
situation.
really
Yeah.
difficult. And that happens often, especially when a parent loses a child who was an adult. So, you know, if I have dementia and I'm 70 and I've lost my son who's 50, I may not remember. And I might be saying, oh, when's so-and-so coming to visit me? And that's really hard on the rest of the family because they're like, well, do I say he died?
Right.
And then now I'm going to go through all of this emotion and grief again. Or do they say, oh, you know what? He's not able to come right now.
He's
Maybe
off to the store
or
out
even
doing
just
something.
he can't come right now.
Yeah.
You know, he really loves you. And I'm sure that, you know, it would be great to see him, but he just can't come right now. And so you're not giving a lie and you're not telling the truth because you're just staying in the middle in the reality that they're in. And, or, hey, you know what? We can't see him right now, but why don't we take a look at some pictures and talk about when he, you know, used to come visit all the time and validate that.
Validate the happy memories that
And validate
the
that
loved
you're
one
missing.
is missing.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's hard at the beginning because you want your loved one to be the loved one you remembered before Alzheimer's, before dementia.
Yeah.
And I mentioned multiple times before I went through the same struggles with my mother, we would correct her, and that was making the situation worse. It was agitating her.
That's right.
And you're right, it wasn't until we were coached and helped to live in their reality that it made life a little bit easier for them.
So
but
there's
it's
something called ambiguous loss. So that's when you lose your loved one before you lose your loved one. Or so you have the experience, you have to go through all the grief because when you visit them, they're not the same and maybe they don't remember you. And when I used to visit my Oma, she used to think I was my aunt. And so she would run through some of them first and you know, then she'd get to my name eventually and then she would, oh yeah, it's Tracy. And that's okay. You know, it's okay if they don't remember you, they're going to know whether they like you or not. And that's more important.
I just keep checking in on Ronnie for a sound check.
Ronnie's back.
So Jenna, I believe Jenna, my grandmother suffers from dementia, and it's a very difficult disease to watch a loved one go through. Well,
Yeah, sure is.
1,000%
We
right.
agree with that.
Yeah. Carm says my dad asked me where my mom was, who passed years before, and would say that's where she went. And Yisel said his dad was a lieutenant firefighter, and I lost my strong dad. That's another thing, you know. In most cases, our parents are our heroes.
That's right.
And they're
infallible.
They're infallible. Like
nothing can happen.
We saw them as invincible, and then when they're not, they're human. It's hard.
And that's really hard for no matter if you're an adult child, you're still their child.
Yeah.
And to see them in a different light is really tricky. And that's why a lot of people, when they have kids, they see their parents in a different way. They're like, oh, you actually were a really good parent. I'm not mad at you anymore for all the things that I thought you
that's
did wrong.
right.
So,
Yeah.
and I just want to shout out, Isaac's been walking backwards this whole time.
He's doing a good job,
awesome.
Isaac. Yeah.
Roxanne
Like,
making
clearing
sure
the way.
that
And I have
Isaac
the feed
doesn't
right here, and I'm
fall
checking
down.
in on Ronnie. He says still sounds good.
We're still sounding all right.
But Monique makes a very good comment. You know, she says, yes, you lose them twice.
Yeah, you do.
And
Yeah.
that's...
And it's really,
That's
really
very
hard.
true.
You know, think of the
Yeah.
grief that you have when you've lost someone, and imagine doing that 2 times,
Yeah.
you know, for the same person, because you remember them. But it's really just about when you're visiting and you're spending time with them, if they're in long-term care, that you know who they are and you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go and you love on them and you bring them things that they were favorite, and
That's it.
you know,
Bring
just
back some memories.
just enjoy
Every
that
time.
time
And
together.
Enjoy the
and
time together.
yeah.
Time spent.
And this Saturday, if you feel alone, you will find out if you join the walk, you're going to meet a lot of people that
right.
you can share a lot of similar,
Yes.
different stories and emotions with,
Yeah.
and laughter. You
And
mean,
laughter,
like
yeah.
mentioned, Tracy mentioned, it's everything. But to me, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
The minute you realize you're not alone,
Yep.
and people are going through, and maybe you'll be able to share. I'm sure you would, things that you've learned. Things that have worked well.
Yep.
Maybe some simple things that you okay there, Isaac?
And even-
Isaac taking a U-turn here. There he is.
And when they come, they'll be able to find out about our support group. So maybe they want to, that's the first entrance into the services that we offer, is realizing, hey, there's a support group and there's people that I can meet with, and we can talk about all the things and talk to people that have gone through it. Ooh, it's really windy. out here.
Yeah.
We're
Really
gonna
windy.
cut back this
We'll
way.
cut back this way. We lost our wind blocker there.
I think that's the beautiful thing too about the adult day program,
Yeah.
is that really offers like such a special experience for the day.
Yeah.
That nobody feels like they're going ever to the Alzheimer Society.
That's right.
It is so
Yeah.
well executed that there's so many activities to really gear to every individual need.
Mhm.
So it really is helpful for the caregivers, and often caregivers will meet
Mhm.
there as well, and then
Yeah.
like and build some bonds. And so I think that's also a great avenue for
That away, Isaac.
Isaac, the perfect backwards walker.
We know one thing,
Yes.
though. The weather's going to be at the very least slightly nicer on
Well,
Saturday.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
a
Less,
lot
wind,
next.
less windier
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it does rain, you have 300 ponchos
We've got
ready to go.
300 ponchos.
yeah.
One for each site. We're ready.
And if it
bring my
doesn't
winter
rain, there's going to be a
jacket.
crash sale for 300 ponchos
Oh, yeah.
on Sunday.
We're going to slow down. We're going way too fast for the camera guy to get everyone in the
Oh,
shot.
you're watching in action.
Well, I'm watching the comments. I'm checking in with
A lot of
Ronnie.
great comments coming
Yeah,
in
that's
tonight.
right.
Everybody
our
appreciating
summer
your
weather.
services, Tracy. You and your team do phenomenal work here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize the work that is done in the 101 Mall, and not only here, but right across Northern Ontario.
Best team.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Best team.
like from the bottom of my heart, the best group of human beings I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
Kind and thoughtful and generous and always client focused and always try to find a solution.
Yeah.
You know, we try to never have a barrier. So if there's a barrier to service, how can we fix it?
Mhm.
If somebody can't get to day program, how can we fix it? How can we get them there?
You always got the solutions.
We try.
Yeah.
We try. We maybe can't do it, but we exhaust every effort to try to figure it out. And
And you started the blue light
Blue-
campaign, which was to help those that need assistance,
That's right.
extra financial assistance. So you did build that up for our
Yep.
for our
to
area
support people.
to support
Yeah.
people. So it's not limited to anybody.
No.
If you have that that want to come to the day program,
Yeah.
come and see us,
Yeah.
because it is very rare that we will say
Yeah.
no because of
We'll try to make a way.
Come
that's
on,
for sure.
slide in next to me.
Okay.
I
Rocks.
I feel like I'm
I
far.
only bite 7 times a day.
Oh, it's
My
delayed.
fingers
This
are
is
turning
Joanne,
blue.
wow.
Just saying.
We have another comment here. A lot of beautiful comments. So Joanne Savard, hello, Joanne, said I lost. Here, Kinsman, I'm going to let you read this one. You could do some
What's
work.
that?
Mid-sentence.
Look, he's trying to get off and doing some work here.
All right. Joanne says, lost my dad twice. He got encephalitis, and from one day to the next, he didn't he didn't know where he was, etc. It was like dementia, but it wasn't progressive. Sunday, he was fine, and then by Tuesday, he was hospitalized.
I've never heard of this. Yeah.
And was there for 12 years.
Encephalitis is, I believe, a water on the brain, if I'm not mistaken, or something to do with like your spine and something with your brain. And so, I mean, your brain, it's in here for a reason. It's protected for a reason. It's the, executive center of your entire body. Everything runs because of your brain. So if something happens in your brain, it's going to come out in some way, shape, or form in other ways. So in your other parts of your health.
That's really scary stuff. One day you could be living your life, and then the next day
it's like a light switch.
Yeah. And it's,
your life changes.
Depending what happens and what area of the brain's affected. If you are in a car accident, when we had Brittany and we were chatting with her and talking about traumatic brain injury, if you're in an accident and you've got brain injury, then you may have dementia because there could be a part of your brain that's now not working properly.
Due to that accident.
Yeah, it's really important to teach yourself how to do things more than one way. So, I've said before, if you go to the grocery store, don't always go the same way up and down every aisle because it becomes routine. And then your brain goes, I know how to do this. I'm going to have a nap. And you just do it and you forget what you got. And then you got to go back to the other side because you forgot this thing. But if you keep your brain awake, and this is called neuroplasticity. So you develop neuroplasticity. You make your brain stay awake and pay attention. You will create other pathways. So let's say this part of your brain has an issue. Another part of your brain might be able to pick up the slack and teach it how to do that. So, neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity.
Can you spell that for bonus?
No, I can barely say the word that Joanne mentioned.
That's right.
That's really kills me. But thank you for sharing, Joanne. I'm starting to think that's why my wife kicks me to the couch sometimes. She's just, I don't go through the same patterns.
That's right. You learn to sleep in
more caring about my brain.
She's
caring about my brain.
You're not on the floor.
But, I really appreciate people sharing these very personal stories. Talking about it is a root of, healing.
That's right. That's how you heal. And again, people, Sandra, wanting to know where can I get registered tomorrow to collect money tomorrow before I walk on Saturday? Can they just go to your website?
Yeah, so walkforalzheimers.ca is where you can go, and then you will choose the province of Ontario, and then you can choose the city. So if you live in Timmins, you can choose Timmins and area. If you're in Kapuskasing or Hearst or Smooth Rock, you can choose the Cap Walk. Or if you're in Timiskaming Shores and Kirkland area, you can choose the Timiskaming Walk. And you just register yourself, and or, like I said, you can just show up on the day of. I'm sure that somebody will put that in there. There has to be. Now I'm crying. Look at this. I got tears.
I'm sure,
of joy.
Caroline, somebody's
tears of
there.
coming down your face.
But worst case scenario, when we're done, we'll put it in the chat so it's there.
Go back and answer them all.
You can. We also, if you go to our Facebook page, there's an event there as well. So Alzheimer Society Cochrane-Timiskaming, just look in our events on the right hand side in that tab, and then the walk is listed there, and the link is there to register as well.
Excellent.
If you share that, then you can link it to your Facebook page if you choose.
Link it
and
along.
then people can just donate online, which is the nice thing. They don't have to bring cash.
No,
it is available to just do an online transaction.
Lots of ways to get some money. And Selena was just going back to the comment about, changing a different path to, retrain the brain. She says, it's funny, we say that because she always walks the same way in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Or try putting your left foot. If you put your left foot into your jeans first, try your right foot. Kind of mix it up.
And even showering. So I guarantee you shower the exact same way every time, and you don't even know you do it because it's a pattern.
Or you drive the same route to work every day.
So every once in a while, and I'm going to challenge everybody. So the next time you have a shower, if you normally washed your left arm first, wash your right arm first. So do your hair, whatever people are like, I can't.
We're not saying start with the feet and go to the head.
You just switch it up just a little bit. And if you do that, you're going to be like, okay, where was I? Because you don't even think about that you actually have a pattern when you're doing it. You're just doing it.
Weird.
And it's routine. It's rote.
Same with breakfast. Anything you do.
Yeah.
I did that with my clock. Just to see, I was like, okay, she's telling us to do this.
Yeah.
If I'm going to teach it, I should try it. And I still look at the old spot for the clock. I still never look at the new spot. And it's been 4 months.
Because you moved it.
It's not, it's going to go back. I'm going to give up.
I moved my furniture around, dishes. My daughter, I had to chuckle because she's inherited that. I have to rearrange things, Jean. And I said to her the other day, what are you going to do? She said, I think I'm going to move my dishes. Her boyfriend was out. And I said, yeah, that'll be fun for when he comes back. Even my husband, I would move our bed and he'd come home from work night shift, flip the light on, make sure the bed's in the same
He goes
Flops down after a long day's work, right?
And it's just about, it's that doing things differently, and don't be afraid of change. Like embrace change, because we are creatures of habit.
Yes.
And all of those patterns that we make are so that our brain can save its energy to run from a saber-tooth tiger. So we've talked about that fight or flight before.
So just know she teaches this. I should watch my choice of words at work. Okay, very much
Well,
so.
that's good.
About
She'll
change.
say she'll say what is it that's bothering you about this? And I'll be like, I already know you're going to say embrace the change. So I'm not even going to go further into that. You know?
When you think like when you say folks have sometimes difficulty with change, we think of big changes, right?
Yeah.
We're going to move to a new city. We're going to start a new job.
Yeah.
But it's small changes too which are difficult for us too. Just changing your day-to-day routine can make you feel off.
Yeah.
But maybe that off is a good
It is
thing.
a good thing because your brain is jolted to pay attention. And that's what you want.
The
if
alertness.
That's what you want. If you're ever feeling a little bit uncomfortable, don't back away from what's uncomfortable. Lean into what's uncomfortable because it's going to help you to wake up your brain and to challenge you to do those new things. And I'm going to challenge you. Let's walk that way.
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
It's like waking up or doing a crossword or a Sudoku puzzle or something
bringing us
to
blankets and pillows.
Blankets and pillows,
And Crazy Eights is a really great game for not being able to anticipate, and it'll help you with change because you don't know what somebody else is going to put down. So it just depends, or Uno. It's kind of the same thing.
I find crib.
It's quick.
I find the younger generation need to learn what the older generation know, because those are the games they've been playing their entire lives.
You haven't seen a good game of crib in a while.
Oh, I can play a good game of crib.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been taught by the best.
Yeah.
It's super fun. And even that, like when you play that with somebody who's just starting and the way you count, they're like, what are you, 52? What are you talking about?
I had a client who made me read the rules online and said, unless you know how to play, I will not play. So the seniors are very...
We're all protecting Isaac.
Yeah, well, of course.
Isaac did that entire lap backwards. So there you go.
Very impressive.
He's good. Was there anything anyone here would like to say before? And we're going to get Ronnie to close out the show when we're done, but anything anyone here would like to say that we might have missed tonight? Or
Well, definitely thank you to you guys for always supporting the work that we do, and to the staff who've planned these great events. And we know it's a lot of work and it's been challenging, but everybody has a really great attitude about it, and we're all looking forward to this weekend. And just come and visit and socialize, and come and see the dogs. If you're just coming, come to pet the dogs, and for whatever reason brings you here, it will be the right reason.
Come out.
Yeah.
And again.
So thank you.
And
we'll make sure the link's in there.
Well, I think Caroline put it in there right now. There she is. She's on the ball. Yes. Also says dropping. She's telling people to come by and grab the registration forms in person.
So we are in the office tomorrow, 101 Mall. So we're on the second floor. If people want to do a mad dash into there, they can come up and
and see Joelle tomorrow, and I'll make sure there's registration forms at the front.
At the front.
Absolutely. I mean, at the front desk of the office.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, everyone's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night,
Well,
everybody.
squeeze in, Ronnie.
Bye.
You can end it on us. Goodbye, good man.
Thanks.
Even when it's chaos all around, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Even when it's chaos all around, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Now, now, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Now, now.
When I lose all control, you're my comfort, my yellow brick road and my rainbow. When I'm in my head and it all hurts, you don't let me go. I've done my share of crying. I know that there is no denying. With you by my side, it'll be okay. Because
Even when it's chaos all around, it's okay 'cause you're with me now. Even when it's chaos all around, it's okay 'cause you're with me
I'ma be the best that you never had.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had.
Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. 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 Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me.
I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Once you let me go, no, you never